My name is Sahil or Jerry Holman from Seton Lake, and I went to Kamloops Indian Residential School. I have very few memories of Kamloops. The ones that I do have were loneliness and hunger and being away from home, having food that I wasn't used to, and strictness of the place, how they kept us in line or how they disciplined us. That's what I remember today. And what I have out of my family, there was 5 of us. I went, my sister and 3 of my brothers. My brother and my sister aren't, my oldest brother and my sister aren't here today. When it comes to the apology, one of the thoughts that I had was that I wish that they would have heard that. Because I see the apology as a way of humanizing us as people in the eyes of the public. Because it is that place where I started to hear the word stupid Indian, drunken Indian, lazy Indian. And I know that part of it was an old thing that happened, or not that old, that in fact very recent, where the colonizers and the government of the day wanted to dehumanize us and to assimilate us and to rub us out. That's why the apology to me is, in a way, important, I think, for Canada, to know that the families, the First Nations families of this country, were disconnected from one another at such a high level that we're looking at all kinds of social problems and social issues today. Poverty, unemployment, suicide, all of those things that come up that anyone knows today if they wanted to look. I believe that came from the residential school. I believe that disconnecting of people from their families, because I don't remember going home. I don't remember stepping off the train or coming home, being welcomed home by my parents, or what. I have no memory of that. You know, and that to me is, it's sad, because that's still true today. You know, we're still disconnected, a lot of us survivors, and I know I'm a survivor because I'm alive. The guys that I went to school with, that were part of my small circle in residential school, are gone today. They're no longer, they did not survive this experience. So that's where I'm at when it comes to apology, that I hope it transforms Canadians too. That they start to see and to hear and understand why, the why of where we're at as First Nations people today.
My name is Alvin Dixon, and I'm a Hailta from Bella Bella. I'm going to be 71 years old in 5 days. And I went to Alberni Indian Residential School, and my most lasting memory of going there was arriving there as a 10-year-old, wondering why this place, because I had a sister who went to Chilliwack residential school in Sardis. I had sisters who went to a residential school in Alert Bay. And then I have a younger brother who went to a residential school in Edmonton. And here I was in Alberni. You know, why am I here? I guess, and having arrived there as a 10-year-old, what really was striking was being punished within 2 hours of being there for speaking the only language I knew, which was Hailta. And that taught me very quickly that I needed to learn English, because I didn't want to get strapped every day. You know? So I had to abandon that language. in order to survive there. So all my life, it's been the most disappointing thing not to be able to teach that language to my grandchildren and my children. So I think an apology doesn't return that language to me. So the apology needs to come with something that would enable me to be able to regain that language and to teach it to my children and grandchildren. Thank you.
My name is Gerald George from Chilliwack. Went to 2 residential schools, Mission Indian Residential School and Kamloops. A memory that sticks out has to do with my sister. There was 3 of us in my family. I had a brother, sister, and myself. And my sister was like a live-in therapist to me. And she was killed when I was in residential school. And never had a chance to tell her how much she meant to me.
I'm Jody Blanchette. My maiden name is Jody Nippy, and I'm originally from Kiniston First Nation near Melfort, Saskatchewan. I attended the Gordon Indian Residential School near Punachai, Saskatchewan. So I was excited and I got some new clothes, and I remember the clothes I wore. I remember everything. I had Adidas shoes, a red turtleneck t-shirt, jeans, bell-bottom jeans, because it was 1973, or 74 rather. I had these, my hair was braided, it was long, really thick braids with these yarn little ties and a white sweater. And I just remember that because I was very excited about getting these new clothes. What's most heart-wrenching for me, because I have a 5-year-old daughter, is at night I used to imagine that my grandparents were coming to rescue me, from this place, because and I used to play this game where there would be shadows on the wall, and I'd think, oh, maybe the next one, that'll be them coming, and they never came. It changed me forever because I have difficulty speaking my language. Part of my journey is to honor that, honor my family, honor myself, and move forward in some way for myself to reconcile that. And I hope too that language, the money that was initially promised for the settlement agreement, I would hope that that money in good faith would be reinstated for language programs. Thank you.
My name is Maxine Windsor. I'm Hailster. My memories are leaving my hometown, and the method of the transportation for us was through on a boat to Prince Rupert, and then on a train from Prince Rupert to Edmonton. The most vivid memory for me was stumbling onto a beating that was happening with one of the I think it was intermediate girls, because we were sectioned off from junior, intermediate, and senior. And I was going up the stairs and I heard all this racket and banging and glass, and I looked through the stairs and the matron saw me, and this this young lady was getting thrown around, and after it was over, the matron came to look for me. There was another girl not with me, but I couldn't remember. I can't even remember her. And she gave us a bucket of water and a toothbrush and made us scrub 4 flights of stairs. A really good memory for me. I was going home.